Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I want to talk about some criminally underrated books, in my opinion at least. I think these books deserve a little bit more hype. I personally love them, and I feel like other people would too. People do talk about these books, but I feel like they don't get enough love, and I just want to give them the flowers that they deserve. In this stack I got right here, I have some heavy hitters, some of my 5-star reads. So, I don't know, maybe you guys would like them. I don't know, I just want to get a little recommendations. So, let's get into it. And I feel like nobody ever talks about this. When I talk about Taylor Jenkins Reid, they never talk about Malibu Rising. And this book, guys, is a 5-star read. I feel like people who know, you know. But if you have not cracked open this book, you're missing out on so much. You're missing out on this whole world and like this tight-knit family, the family bond in here. Everything in this book is just so good. The quotes in here, oh my gosh, the character development, the sad story. Taylor Jenkins Reid knows how to write such great connections with characters and like big character arcs, and highly recommend. It is basically about Mick Riva's children. Okay, I'm gonna backtrack here real quick. I have not read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and I know Mick Riva is in that book, and I think he's also name dropped in Daisy Jones and the Six. I've read Daisy Jones and the Six. Love that book. I feel like that one gets enough hype, but this one definitely does not. So we're gonna talk about it. So this book is about Mick Riva's children and him basically just being like the worst father on planet Earth. I hate that man, okay? But his children, love them. They all kind of become famous on their own merit. Yes, his name is like attached to theirs, but like he was never there for them. He did not give them connections whatsoever. Nina Riva is the oldest of the Riva children, and she's throwing her big end of the summer bash. All of her friends and family are going to be there. The book takes place over the course of this one day, this one party, and you relive past events to see how the Riva children became who they are today. This book is just so jam-packed. I know they're not found family and they're actually real family, but the found family vibes in here are just so amazing, and how they're all there for each other. And I love this story. I just want to like give all the characters just like one really big warm hug, and I feel like as I was reading it I was like family with them, and I was like going through the whole thing. There is a little bit of subplots of romance in here, but it was just so good. The like perseverance, eldest daughter trope, the hardships, the turmoil, and everything this family went through as children even to present. This book is just so well written. It's so good. I love the characters, and I feel like nobody ever talks about Malibu Rising. When you talk about Taylor Jenkins Reid, everyone always leaves out Malibu Rising, and this book has my heart. I love it so much. The next books that I have actually made me want to make this video just because nobody ever talks about this series, and it's small town romance, and it's so cute. It is When in Rome series. It is so good. I didn't even realize that the last book came out in January of this year, and I saw a post about it, someone like buying it for the Barnes & Noble deal, and I was like, what the heck, I thought that book didn't come out yet. I'm so stupid because the third book came out in January. So I bought it and I read it so fast, and they're so cute, fast-paced, small-town romances. These are the first 3 in the series, and the very last book I think comes out in January of next year. We have When in Rome, and then we have Practice Makes Perfect. Love this book. And then the newest one, Beg, Borrow, or Steal. So When in Rome, which starts off the series, is One of Us's famous trope. So Amelia is this like super big pop star. I think she might be like a country star, basically like Taylor Swift. She wants to get away from her life, so she goes on a little road trip, and her car breaks down in front of this guy's house, and it's Noah right here who owns this little bakery, this pie shop, and everything that unfolds is just so cute. It's also kind of like, I think, low-key Grumpy Sunshine. Amelia comes here trying to find like the slower lifestyle because she's in like the hustle and bustle of like the high-profile pop star. So she comes here, and Noah's a little bit like standoffish to her, doesn't really like her at first. You know how it goes, right? So this one's just very cute. The rest of the series is all about Noah's sisters. He's the oldest of the Walker family. And so the next book is Practice Makes Perfect, which is about his youngest sister, Annie. And it's good girl, bad boy. And she owns a flower shop. Oh my gosh, it's literally so perfect. In this small town too. And I just think this one's so cute, so wholesome. And I really identify with Annie. And I'm like, girl, I see you. Like, I am you. You know, I really love her. I just thought their love story was super cute. And then the newest one that just came out is Beg, Borrow, or Steal, which is about Emily, the second oldest sibling, and it's kind of rivals to lovers, enemies to lovers. They were both college rivals, and then they also became teachers at the same exact school, and so there's a lot of banter, a lot of bickering between these two, but it's like all low-key in the name of love. They just don't know that yet. This one was very cute. I really loved this one. Not as much, I think, as I loved Practice Makes Perfect and When in Rome. This one's just so cute because it was the very first one in the series. I really love these books, and the next book that comes out in January is about Maddie, which is their second youngest sibling, and I'm so excited for that one because that one's gonna be brother's best friend, and I think it's also like low-key a love triangle between the two brothers. I just think that one's gonna be so good. But anyway, I feel like no one talks about these, and they're such cute, short, fun little romances. This one has a little content warning in the beginning that's all like, if you guys want to skip these chapters and leave it as a closed door romance, you guys can. It won't affect the story. So this one does have a little bit of spice in it. Nothing outrageous, but these ones are completely closed door, which I thought was really cutesy. That's the When in Rome series. Guys, please go read these. I think they're really good and nobody ever talks about them. I just feel like when we're in the discussion about small town romances, these ones always get left out. So if you guys haven't read them yet, go check out the When in Rome series because I think it's so good. The next book I have is what started off my Ali Hazelwood journey, and it is Check and Mate. And I don't know why, but my brain always comes back to this book whenever I think about Ali Hazelwood. This was such a great introduction to her, and yes, I have read some of her other books, and those ones, yes, the steam and the spice is very good in them, but this one was just 5 stars. It was just so good, and nobody ever talks about Check and Mate because it was her YA book that doesn't have any spice in it, but just the banter in here was just so good. I loved the characters. I'm not a chess player, but you could still read it and understand everything that's happening, even if you have no clue how to play chess, which I do not. And this book was still so much fun. It was just so innocent and cute, and like for the longest time after I read this book, I just kept thinking about it. I was just like, wait, I gave it a 4 stars, like maybe it should be 5. Like, I'm still thinking about the book. Let me give it 5 stars. I changed it to 5 stars because I was like, this book is just so cutesy. And like the tensions were so high because they were both like chess players. He's a chess prodigy. Her dad taught her how to play chess, and there was just like a bunch of trauma associated with him. And so she just like completely stopped playing. And then these two meet, and then he's like, wait, you're really good. I need you to keep playing with me. And she's like, I don't play chess anymore. Like, I just don't do that. I just loved everything that was going on in this book. And sometimes YA romances can be better than actual adult romances because I feel like they're so pure and they stick to like the root of what love is about and caring for one another instead of just like throwing spice at you every 2 seconds. This book had that. It was just so good. And I know this story does get talked about and people do like it, but I feel like it's not on the same rank or as hyped about as her other stories. This one I feel like deserves to be up there. There's just something about it. It's just really good. And the last books that I have is the Heartless Hunter duology. Enemies to lovers, like for real. These two actually hate each other and are trying to actively kill each other. Nobody talks about these. When I say enemies to lovers, enemies to lovers, okay? This duology is so good. I think the second book, Rebel Witch, came out earlier this year, and I read these so fast. These books are honestly so good. And once again, people talk about them, but it's not hyped up. Like, people are always like, oh, I love enemies to lovers, but have you guys read Heartless Hunter? I don't think so. There's like fake dating in here, fake courting, if you will. It's a little bit like Bridgerton style. It had me giggling, kicking my feet. I know I always say that, but like that's how you know, at least for me, when a book is good. If I'm giggling, kicking my feet, and having fun, that's when I'm like, ooh, this romance. This romance is really good. And this one was just simply that. Like, it was so much like, will they, won't they, like, oh my gosh, when they find out. In the first book I was like, oh, there's no way we're coming back from this. Absolutely no way. And until we get to the second book, still absolutely no way we're coming back from this. There's like such a big cat and mouse energy happening with this book because she's a witch, he's a witch hunter, she's trying to get other witches off of their island, their government is trying to kill all the witches, and so by day they're courting each other, but like by night he's trying to figure out who the Crimson Moth is, but he doesn't know that it's Rune. It is so good. It's this whole thing. I'm saying if you guys have not read this book, you guys will thoroughly enjoy it. It's got such a great spin on witches and the whole idea of casting spells, and they use their blood, all this kind of stuff. I just think it's very fun, and I had such a great time reading these. I cried at the second one. I really love these. I think honestly these are 5 out of 5 star reads for me. I personally really love them. Everybody who reads it I know has a great time reading it, and they're like, wait, this was actually really good. I'm just saying, guys. Heartless Hunter, if you haven't read it yet, highly recommend. Those are all the books that I have for today's video. I know it's not like a lot, and it's not like a huge list of books, and I feel like you guys probably have heard of some of these before, but personally I just think they're very underrated. Everyone always talks about how good these books are, but like I feel like the hype is just not there. And for me, when I think of like good books and I'm like giving a recommendation, I would give someone these books because honestly I think they're that good, and I feel like if we have the same book taste, you guys would also thoroughly enjoy these. A very well-rounded stack right here, and I feel like if you guys haven't read these or checked them out, highly recommend it. But that's it for today's video, and if you guys have any other books that you guys think are criminally underrated and deserve more love and more hype, leave them in the comments below because I want to check them out. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed.